Thanks, Elizabeth. Shiloh Quinn is serving life without parole at a California prison on first-degree murder charges. Now, California has agreed to pay for a sex change surgery for Shiloh, formerly known as Rodney James. That makes California the first state in the nation to agree to gender reassignment. Here's the big question, though. Should taxpayers really have to pay up to $25,000 for this gender reassignment surgery? Time for a fair and balanced debate. We've got attorneys Rebecca Rose Woodland and Lisa Giovinazzo. Thank you very much for joining. Vinazzo, very good. There we go. I threw in an extra E.
Hey.
All right. Rebecca, you say good.
I don't say good. I say there's a constitutional requirement for the state to do this for a sex change if it's labeled a disorder that is medically necessary. And somehow in California, these doctors have determined that this prisoner has a medical condition that if she, I'm going to use a she because she was a he, if she doesn't get the full surgery, she will kill herself or go into a complete state of mental let's just call it a mental state that is not healthy and something that the doctors say is probable or possible.
Okay. Lisa, under the law, people who are incarcerated are entitled to proper medical care.
Exactly.
The big question is, does a sex change constitute medical care?
No, I don't believe it does, and I think that you have to stick on the terms of, is it medically necessary?
Right.
This is a person that's been incarcerated for 15 years, 20 years already.
Right.
They have maintained this person, and now all of a sudden, in the last several years, they've decided that this person needs to have a transgender reassignment surgery. It's ridiculous. If we allow this to happen, it's a slippery slope. It will happen in every single prison in the country, and then what do? We create more women's prisons to accommodate for the reassignment.
Well, and in fact, she would then be reassigned.
Exactly.
Reassigned to
which is another cost factor in addition. Now they have to pay for that cost of reassignment.
I think we have to look at the fact that the doctors have determined this to be medically necessary, and we can't deny a prisoner medical necessity.
But we can definitely challenge a doctor. We can challenge the doctors.
Well, the doctors were challenged, and they had independent doctors appointed.
Ladies, don't you think that when they were writing up the Constitution in this country, and they were thinking, okay, if somebody's going to be incarcerated, we have to take care of them to keep them alive.
Right.
This person would not die without this particular
apparently,
gender reassignment.
According to these doctors, and I'm going to quote one of the doctors.
You know what? We're going to hold on a second. We're going to put it up right now. California Department of Corrections said this. Every medical doctor and mental health clinician who has reviewed the case, including 2 independent mental health experts, determined that this surgery is medically necessary for Quinn.
That's what I was saying, that the doctors are saying this woman will kill herself if she doesn't get the surgery. She has a medical disorder. It is not a desire for her, according to these doctors.
I don't know if you can say that. I think the medical necessary term is the interpretation, right? And medically necessary. Now, what are we really doing to this person?
You're not a doctor.
Because they're getting one surgery. They're getting the genitalia changed. They're not getting breast augmentation, chin implants, anything else that's not covered.
She's been under female hormone therapy for years, though.
Before we started, both of you thought this could be a ploy.
There's always a possibility, but the doctors are there to determine that. To get to a different facility. I mean, I hate
to get paroled. Or to get the last person got paroled. The last person that got the surgery.
So rather than deal with it.
But that doesn't mean they got paroled because they had the surgery.
No, Governor Brown, they didn't have the surgery. Governor Brown paroled them right before they were allowed to have the surgery. This is the third time somebody has
to do with it necessarily.
You know, that's your opinion, but I think Governor Brown paroled
in California, they're going to do it, and the taxpayers are going to be on the hook for $25,000.
They are.
All right, Lisa and Rebecca, we thank you very much for
having me.
spirited debate. What do you think about that? Email us friends@foxnews.com.